You never know. Having a good backup quarterback obviously didn't hurt him this year, did it?
No. The Pats, I'm sure, would love to have Jimmy Garoppolo right
of course they would. Of course they would. That second-round pick is going to never come back to haunt them, but it may help out another team. But yeah, these fucks, dude. Minnesota at the Eagles. Minnesota on the road because of Nick Foles. 3.5-point favorite. What you thinking?
Oh, man. I think that this is going to be a tough game in Philadelphia. And the Eagles, they got some loyal fans out there, man. So that'll be a rowdy game, I'm sure. The Vikings, though, they just have a shit ton of momentum behind them, man. They played a great season. That defense they have is nasty. They hit hard. I mean, their linebacking core seems to be legit. And then Harrison Smith in the back. I mean, that dude just kills.
All three levels for them are legit.
Yeah,
They're one of the
for
full.
sure.
They remind me of Jacksonville a lot in that. They don't have the A+ level talent, but they do have the same situation where they're fucking stacked at all three levels. They can rush the passer, they can tackle people in the wings and up the middle, and then they can cover anybody in the league, it seems like.
And with that said, man, it kind of seems to be the same situation out in Philadelphia on defense.
Yeah,
they have. Their defense for the last 2 or 3 seasons has just been they're playmakers, man.
Yeah, they are.
They score the ball on they score touchdowns on defense.
Yeah, they do.
They produce turnovers consistently. They really seem to fly around on defense, man. They're fast.
They are.
Them Eagles can fly.
They're more underrated than Minnesota is in that case, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, they have they're really good in the middle as well. They sack the shit out of the quarterback. I don't have the stats in front of me. I don't really give a fuck. But I know they were one of the best in the league at sacking the quarterback. Again, turnovers, one of the best in the league. They don't have the name guys like maybe Harrison Smith or Everson Griffin or any of these people that people like, and they don't even get much respect either. But they get more respect than any defensive players for Philadelphia. But I mean, when you're looking at it statistically, they're pretty much the same team on D. I think Minnesota's a little better, but they're pretty much the same team.
They're the same team on multiple levels, man. It's two good defenses that are covering up offenses that aren't what they even were to start the season.
Yeah.
To start the season, the Eagles look scary on offense with Carson Wentz,
Darren
Sproles, and just some of their weapons. They look really good. They're a little banged up. They lost Jason Peters, their starting left tackle. They lost Wentz, they lost Sproles. They're a little banged up on offense. But both teams have lights out defenses that are covering up for maybe not an A-level quarterback, but like we were just talking about, some of those B-level quarterbacks.
Well, you know what's crazy too? People probably think this is fucking crazy. I actually, if I was to pick an NFL, I think Carson Wentz is the MVP still this season. Even though he missed 4 games or whatever, I still think he's the MVP of the league. For many reasons. One of them we're going to find out in the next 2 games. I tell you what, we're going. The Eagles are not going to win the Super Bowl this season.
I don't think so either.
I think they were going to win the Super Bowl this season if they had a card, or they'd be the favorite going into it.
Right.
But I think, dude, his 33 to dude, he was the MVP of the league this season going. And even though they didn't lose, they played some kind of weaker games going down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, a 13-3 record. He's leading the best record in the league.
Oh yeah, well they were 11-2 when he was in.
He had 11-2 while Wentz was still playing. He had some of the most
he had the
electric
best
plays.
statistics in the league.
Well, some of the plays that he put up.
Remember that where he almost got sacked and got grabbed?
Yes, he had some of the most electric plays on this season.
Oh, I know.
He went from
he's got a cannon.
A rookie last year. His sophomore, there was no sophomore slump. This guy took it into the second year and propelled himself into the conversation of the elites.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think he's the NFL MVP, straight up. I think he's the Offensive Player of the Year. I think he's the NFL MVP. Still, man, no question, man. He balled out. He balled out fucking heavy. All right, so what's going to happen now? How do you think the game's going to go?
Prediction time, huh? Prediction time.
Yeah.
Man, I want the Eagles to win this game. Yeah. I've been rooting for the Eagles.
Well, you're a Packers fan.
Yeah, I'm a Packers fan. Yeah, so I don't want the Vikings to win this shit.
I get it.
I've been liking what the Eagles are doing. Their defense is great, but I don't think they're gonna. I think that Minnesota is gonna come into Philadelphia. I think we're gonna see a lot of turnovers. Actually, I think that we might see a few turnovers on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Yeah,
but. Yeah. I think Minnesota takes this game. I think it might turn a little sloppy, man. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be like 31-17.
Well, let's look up. Sorry about making this. We should look up what the temperature. Fuck it. It's gonna be cold, right?
It's probably going to be cold. We're in Philadelphia. We're in Philadelphia in the middle of January, dude. I think it's going to be a little cold.
You said 31-17
That's what
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I agree a lot of what you're saying, dude. Turnovers, yeah. Case Keenum.
He's had a great year.
Yeah, we're talking about a B-level quarterback
See.
against a A-level defense.
Exactly.
Same thing on the other side, man. That's what we're going to see. We're talking about cold weather. Again, playmakers, I give the playmaking advantage to Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, even Rudolph. I guess Ertz is a baller for Philadelphia. And their receivers are okay, but, I mean, not the same. And honestly, running back situation, we talk about it. I don't love the four-headed monster, the three-headed monster. I don't love that situation. Two guys is my style at the most. I like the Latavius Murray, Jerick McKinnon combo.
Yeah. They surprised me how
Thunder and
good
Lightning.
they continue to do.
They're good, man. They're good. Well, Murray had 1,200 yards last year, man, in Oakland. I thought that he was undervalued as a free agent, and honestly, they should be better too, because not only did they have the injury at quarterback, they had Dalvin Cook, who was the number 2 running back. Yeah, and he looked like a monster.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So they could be a better team as well, not just Philadelphia,
For sure.
or them from their own quarterback issues. But I agree. I think some turnovers happen. I think that Minnesota runs the ball a little bit better, and that they have better playmakers at the end of the day on offense. So I'm going to take them to. I'm going to take a high-scoring game, 28-27. I'm going to take a close-ass game, 28-27 Minnesota Vikings. I think we see Jacksonville go to Minnesota to fucking play the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Home field advantage. Dude, that'll be sick. That'll be sick, man.
See, and then that's my question. Is there not some kind of rule that the other team has to get X
50,
amount, like
50,
30% of the tickets,
you're
something
right.
like
Well,
that?
I think that there probably is. I have to look into that
Has
too.
to be.
for
It cannot.
next
We're
week's
not going to see a
podcast.
purple sellout in
No,
the Super Bowl.
That would be fucked up. And honestly, I think a lot of America might be rooting for the Jags. I think the Jags are kind of like the Cinderella sweethearts
so, too.
that everybody likes because everybody bags on them all the time. They got the defense. They got the swagger. They got more swagger than Minnesota does. Like the Jaguars' swag train is heavier than Minnesota's.
Oh,
right
definitely.
now. Yeah, they're like
They got
we
a
just
lot-
both picked them to beat the Patriots in New
We
England.
got a lot of white dudes playing on the Vikings, so the swag factor is not as heavy as it is in Jacksonville.
Yeah, you're right. That's funny.
So who do you got in the Super Bowl? Would you be willing to make a Super Bowl prediction?
Not yet.
No?
We'll come back in 2
We'll have to
weeks.
wait.
We could even come back next week, talk about the Pro Bowl selections, and talk about our awards if you want to. Player awards of the year.
All right. I could probably get on board with that, man.
Yeah. I will say, we both kind of Minnesota, Jacksonville in the Super Bowl. Hopefully we're right, man. It'll make us look good.
Yeah. I hope my numbers fall through.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the loyal listeners?
Nah, man. Nah, I think I'm good. I covered everything.
He did. All right, this is Matthew Beckham. As I said, I'm Dustin Coyle. This is Intelligent Thoughts, episode 49. And until next week when we come back with some new beneficial shit, I love you guys.